There's a moment in your bones when the fire takes over. Blood is running, heart is pumping as the battle
gets
close.
What up, guys? Welcome back to my domain. Holy beard, that thing is coming in. Just got done with the gym. Had some really good training this morning, actually, and just kind of realign goals, you know. And it's funny because when you're running and operating your own business, you're going to come across a lot of different personalities, a lot of different people, and sometimes like those things just don't mesh. You know, when you're in a position to coach, build, mentor, lead people, stuff like that, you start to realize like there's some people that the position that they're in life, they're ready to kind of go and attack anything that they may have, any type of issues or whatever. Because realistically, to make it in the business world, at least from what I've read and from what I've understood about myself, is you really have to be willing to tackle, you know, whatever personal things you may have. The idea is if you fix the root, you can fix the fruit. So if you really want to be successful, you have to go and attack any shortcomings. You know, we don't even call them weaknesses. It's limiters. You'll meet some people and they, you know, sometimes it'll be younger people, sometimes it'll be older people, but if they're not ready to that point to admit that, you'll notice some very similar qualities and tendencies. A lot of times you'll see people play the victim role, and it's unfortunate. You know, when somebody's younger, it's like, okay, well, they got some growing to do. But when somebody's in an older position, it's unfortunate, you know, because you never really know if they get out of there. But when you're in an expanding business, you don't have time for projects, you know. And a lot of people say, oh, it's harsh being in business. No, the reality is, if you're still in a growing, expanding environment, you don't have time for projects. You don't have time to, not necessarily waste, but you don't have time to help people get over their own stuff. Like, you're not their psychiatrist, you're not their counselor, and things like that. And especially if you've overcome your own thing, it's you have a constant battle in your head of, should I help this person get out of their own way? You know, even though I've overcome all these different things, but you know, when you go and tackle it yourself, you read, you know, books on personal development, you go and figure out whatever's going on inside and fix it. And I think in business, you should be ever expanding. You should always be trying to get better, you know, do better, help more people, everything that you can do. And so essentially you don't often have times for projects. I usually reserve that in my life for family and close friends. You know, outside of that, it's you got to have individuals that are running and gunning, thinking like you. But on top of that, when I came in to work out today, it was one of those days where, you know, I'm 2 days away from being 36. Jesus, I was just 18, man. Wow. Crazy. Anyway, I'm 2 days away from being 36. It's another one of those days my body's just feeling it, you know. When you're 30 plus and you're working out, you're gonna have days where you're just going through the motions and you're getting in there, you're working out, so it's still good, you know. I'm still glad I did the workout, but today felt like going through the motions, and I hate that. I love workouts where I'm in there and I feel like I'm just killing the game, and I don't know what the difference is. I think sometimes it's the way your body feels. I think other times it's where your head is at. This year is exciting already. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm like, you guys will be right there along for the ride. If you're still running and gunning, I hope you guys like the new intro. I hope you guys like the new outro. So we're building, we're growing, everything's getting better, moving faster, you know. So man, 2018 off to a good start. Expecting some adversity, but expecting major blessings. So it all comes as a package. So like I always tell you guys, stay genuine, get out there and get after it.